Hello and welcome back to Inner Peace Place. I'm Karen. Today's topic is how our environment influences our life. When you look at your life path, you'll notice through observation that we have habits. We go to the same places for our activities. We might go to the same stores, the grocery store, shopping for clothes or items. We park in the same area of the parking lot so we can find our car easier. We even take the same path to work or to those places over and over. So in other words, we develop these very, very specific habits of how we engage in the world, partly for survival. But a lot of times it's just mundane things. We just don't even think about it. We just do it over and over and over. We go to the same restaurants traditionally. I mean, there are people that are experimenters in this, but most of us go to the same restaurants. We may even go and have the same items on the menu at those restaurants. So where I'm going with this is when you do those things, you are creating your environment, your world. And depending on how you do it, your world can be very small or your world can be expansive. It's an amazing opportunity here to say, I've created this. I have magnetized this environment into my awareness. I have manifested. Some people call it manifestation. Even the way you decorate your home, you're setting your environment. The home you purchase or rent or live in, you're setting your environment. If you choose to step back and look at it, you may say, wow, I'm a great manifester. I'm enjoying what I have manifested. This is all good. Or you may step back and say, some parts I do more focus on than others. In other words, I create or I manifest or I engage in activities that bring me joy. I go to the same clubs or I go to the same organizational hobby activities and they bring me joy. I enjoy the company of those people. Or you may find it extremely stressful by engaging in these activities. You are creating your environment, your core energy environment. We have a frequency about us. And so does your environment. And the more you engage, or let's say you're rarely at home, then the environment energy would be not as strong as if you were there a lot. So in other words, your energy influences the environment. And the flip side of that coin is the environment influences your energy. So are you engaging in activities that constantly bring you down? Are you going to places that you've outgrown? That's one way to think of this. It's not that it's a bad place to go. It's just that your energy, your focus of your life path of inner peace no longer appreciates the energy of that situation. It doesn't appreciate the people that are in that situation or in that environment anymore. So you are the creator of your life. You are the influencer of your life. So you can step back and look at it and go, I'm just not happy doing these things. So then once you realize that, which is huge, then you can decide for yourself, I think I will put less time, energy into these activities that just don't make me smile anymore, and investigate and find some new activities that will bring me joy. If you're exposing yourself to toxic environments, and they can be at work, it can be recreation, it can be the home. If you do that consistently, your core energy is not going to be quite as flowing. It's going to be a more focused on a defensive mechanism. So choose your environments with your eyes wide open and with a strong connection to the all that is. Even the environment of weather outside. If you're an outdoorsy person by nature and it's always too hot or too cold, and so you're not drawn to go outside, that would influence you in a negative way. Or if you're a bicyclist and there are no bike paths in your area, and it's not easy for you to take your bicycle somewhere else. So these are all things that you need to be aware of and step back and say, is this important to me? Is this important to my health, my mental health, my physical health? Does this bring me joy? Is this a joyful experience so that I can go, wow, I think I need to change something here. The picture is not what I like. My life picture, my life path, is just not going in the direction that I want because of some choices I've made in my living arrangements or the environment that I live in. Some choices that you may have observed as not being joyful anymore are going to be easier to change than others. You know, where you live, that might be pretty difficult. You may have to investigate a new job to move to a different city or a different part of the United States. You're taking care of you. You are bringing yourself an environment that will allow you to partake in the things that fill your love bucket of connection to the all that is. So because something might take you more time to change, doesn't mean it's not very important. It just means you'll need to be more organized, more thoughtful about it. And set your intentions of living in an area that allows you to do these things. And be very specific. Write it out if you want. Your environment is so important to your mental health, physical health, emotional health, and to your awareness of the all that is. People influence their environment. That's kind of obvious. We cut down trees, we pollute the water, or we clean up the beaches. So we do have, it's a give and take relationship between the environment and the people. But again, that's an energy exchange. Is the energy of your environment filling you in a way that makes you happy? And if not, be aware of that. It's not that you need to do a knee-jerk reaction to get out of it, but just be aware of it at first. And then sit down and decide whether or not you are willing to make the changes to magnetize into your life more joy. Or maybe you need to wait a while, put all your ducks in a row, make a savings account, whatever the case may be. But just because it takes a more thought energy or creative juices doesn't mean it's not supposed to happen. It just means you need to put more thought time into it. So sit down, look at your environment, and see how it's influencing your life. Understand that your choices have magnetized that environment into your awareness or into your vision or into your life, and decide which ones no longer make you happy. Again, don't judge yourself as being a poor manifester, creator, whatever, if you're not happy where you are. It's just that at this moment in time, it no longer serves your needs. it's not where you need to be. And that's okay. Love yourself first. Love yourself first. I wish I could say that 40 times. Love who you are at this minute. Don't worry about yesterday. Fall in love with you and find out what makes you happy and what environment assists with that. It's fun. This is a play on earth. And as you are aware of what brings you joy, your environment will automatically change or shift into that direction because that's where you're looking. I'm looking at this. I'm not focusing on that. Enjoy the game on earth and understand the rules. Love and light to you and your path. Check out any of my previous videos if any of this is interesting to you, or if you have questions about some of the terminology. The previous videos are a building block. So always go back and see if there's one that might fill in a gap you might have for this work. Love and light. Bye-bye.